elected to be Member of Parliament.
A letter he never quite expected, explaining to Shaukat Adam how exactly he starts his new job as an independent MP.
Yes, it's just been absolutely manic. We've had...
There's a lot to take in at Campaign HQ, his friend's dining room, the morning after his startling victory the night before.
We worked very, very hard for it, but when you actually hear it, it was still a shocking moment.
And I do hereby declare that Shaukat Hussain Adam Patel.
As he overturned Labour's majority of 22,000, Mr Adams' supporters cheered, "He's one of our own."
He's one of our own.
Jonathan Ashworth in the red tie could only look on, knowing that as his party won a landslide, he will not be a part of the new government.
And it's a humble token, a humble gesture. This is for the people of Gaza.
Ashworth, who was the Shadow Paymaster General, has become the highest profile political casualty of pro-Palestine independent candidates, all in urban areas with large numbers of Muslim residents.
I'm very happy. In the morning we saw the news and I said, oh yes, that's what we wanted, Shaukat Adam, yes.
Rahana Sakani, like so many I spoke to here, used to always vote Labour, but now supports the new independent.
Because we know he's standing for Palestine, and that's the main thing.
Was that the most important issue for you in this election?
Yes, it was. Yes, yes.
Because some people are saying as an independent, he won't have that much influence.
He will. We trust him, and I'm sure he's going to do something about it.
A lot to live up to, Mr Adam acknowledges, if he's to retain that trust.
The issue of Gaza is so complicated. What will you realistically be able to deliver? You can't bring about a ceasefire.
What people essentially need, they're realistic in their expectations. They know I'm not going to go in there and solve a crisis that has been going on for over 75 years. They need a voice.
And it's that feeling of people not being listened to that Mr Adam tapped into.
I think what this was is a message of not only Gaza, but it's the people are fed up with the established parties. The binary narrative of either Labour and Conservative are the only options.
Labour activists here tell me that they had long been warning the party hierarchy that they had lost the support of once loyal Muslim voters, but they say they were ignored. There's a feeling that the party had calculated that this issue wouldn't dent their majority. But this result and results in other areas, they say, should be taken as a warning that this contentious issue will still cause problems for the new government. In Blackburn, there were just 132 votes in it. Adnan Hussain overturned a Labour majority of 18,000. 5 pro-Palestine candidates were elected, including Jeremy Corbyn, the same number of MPs as Reform and more than the Greens.
West Streeting, Labour Party.
Other high-profile Labour MPs only hung on by the tightest of margins, including West Streeting, whose majority in Ilford was slashed to just 500. Some alleged they'd faced bitter, divisive campaigns.
I understand that a strong woman standing up to you is met with such reticence.
Jess Phillips, whose Birmingham majority was reduced to 700, claimed canvassers had been harassed by opponents. Back in Leicester, another huge surprise in the east of the city, which shows just how complicated Labour's relationship is with British South Asian communities. In this predominantly Hindu area, they lost to the Conservatives' Shivani Raja, the only Tory gain in the entire election.